Welcome to another Brew City Marketing training video. Today we're just going to go through some quick changes to your what's called the title bar on your site. So if we look at our demo site here, this is a blank page, obviously with no content on it, but we're talking about this main bar that likely goes across the top of all of your subpages. We have our title on the left side here. It might be centered on your site. We also have the breadcrumbs menu, which is essentially links back to the pages above and that sort of thing. So first, we're going to go through how to change settings in here globally that will affect every page on the site. And to do that, we're going to go under this Aveda menu to Options. And it's already highlighted here. The page title bar section is where we're going to make any changes in here. So for the settings on top here, we have show bar and content, which is going to not only show the background, but also the title like we have it in the breadcrumbs. You can suppress those if you would like, so it doesn't show those links. Let's go through some of the settings here. The page title bar height, you can alter this to make this taller vertically, and the mobile height will do the same thing, but on smaller resolutions on your mobile device. There's a default background color. We have the font size that controls the title, which we have set to 54 pixels on this site. We have a couple other settings in here, like the left alignment. And some of these things are used, some aren't, depending on your site. So you may want to just kind of play with some of these settings if you are making changes there. This is the big one. It's the entire background. So if we click on this, it'll show this background image, which is used over here. We can click upload and essentially replace it. So let's say we want to replace everything with this other background. It's yellow and green. We will go ahead and save changes there. And that should replace everything here. And obviously that's not ideal because we lose the breadcrumbs, but that's just kind of demonstrating that you can change that globally. So I'm just going to go ahead and fix this back, the original image, and save. Now that being said, let's say that you have a default for most pages, but then you have a specific page that you want different. So we'll go to open another page here. We'll see that the bar looks the same. But let's say on this SEO page, which we're going to go to edit it. Let's say, for instance, on this SEO page, we want it extra tall to have a different background image in there. We can go to these Aveda page settings at the bottom of the page itself, and we can override all these things. So let's say we don't want breadcrumbs on this particular page, and we want the title centered instead. And also, instead of saying SEO, let's say we want to type everything out. We'll update that. Now we're going to see those changes are reflected. The breadcrumbs are gone. The entire title is there and it's centered. In addition to that, we can change the font size. So let's say we want to override this particular page, be a little bit smaller. We'll just go through some of these other things in here. So here's the title bar height. So let's say on this particular page, we want a taller title so that we can put a different background image in there and it looks a little bit different than the other pages. You might use this on like a landing page or to highlight something. You can make those changes there. And then, of course, there is a background override as well. So if you want to change the background just on this page, let's say we want to use this footer background, for instance, of the team, we can update that. Refresh, and it will make all those changes on this particular page using the settings on the bottom of the page without impacting the other pages on the site. Again, the Aveda options are all global changes that will take effect across the entire site and its subpages. While when you're working on the page itself, that will only impact that specific instance. So that's about it. And we'll see you in the next video.